One. I won't keep you very long, but I made a promise some time back that I was thinking about making these special smoothies with some fruit um, that I came across that I really liked. I think it's a great substitute if you're trying to eat really healthy and you're wanting sour candy, but you don't want the gummy sour candy. You'd rather have just fresh fruit instead. Um, I found this and I loved it so much that I was addicted to it and I had to buy it again. And then I thought about it, and the more that I thought about it, I was like, oh my God, these would make amazing smoothies. Okay. So my husband's not huge on sour candy, so we're going to find out, and I will put a post on later and let you know if I want him over with my smoothies, okay? Because he's normally not a super sour candy person, so it'll be interesting to see how he reacts to these smoothies. So I'm getting my glasses out. Usually anymore I use these. Really like these a lot, and because depending on how much stuff I put in there, it's going to make some pretty good sized smoothies for us. I used my Ninja. My other mixer I had went bad on me, so I had to get a new one. So this is my new mixer. Hey, little cupcake, how are you? So it's going to get a little bit noisy. I promise. I'm sorry that it will, but what I love about this blender is I can actually walk away from this blender and let it do its magic and then come back to it and not be afraid that it's going to explode all over the ceiling or the walls. I mean, we've all seen things, right? Where you watch movies and they forgot to put the lid on and all over the place, right? And the lid on this actually locks on, so and it will not turn on and start working until you have it locked into position. So it can be frustrating at times. Because you just want to get it made and you're like, why isn't it working? But it's because you didn't put it the right direction. It's got safety features. This Ninja has all kinds of safety features. I have to have this locked into place just right or it won't even start. I have to have the lid on just right or it won't even start. I mean, it makes sure that when this doesn't move, it has suction cups on the bottom of the feet so that it suction cups itself to my kitchen cabinet, literally. And so it will usually will not even vibrate or move around. So let's get started. I don't want to keep talking. I'm tired. I'm just getting over having that really horrible flu bug that's going around. And let me tell you, it is a bear. I hope none of you come down with it. Hi Tiggs, how's it going? At all. I don't want none of you to get it. It's really bad, guys. So here is the first ingredient. We are going to use sour coated grapes. Sour coated grapes. These sour coated grapes are more sour than eating a lemon. And I will say that again. I dare you to buy these and try these if you love to eat lemons raw. Because if you think lemons make you pucker, this is, oh, you know what? Hang on. Thank you for reminding me. Let me do that real quick. Little cupcake, I just seen that. Just give me 1 second, okay? I remember you said you were going to do that. And I noticed the wrench wasn't there, but I wasn't. It just wasn't. I'm tired. I'm so tired. It's my first day working back. From having that stupid flu bug. And let's see. There we go. You should be getting a notification now, little cupcake. Oh, cool. I didn't. I have not ever clicked on that before. That's the first time I've done that. That is so cool. Okay, love it. Love it, love it. I can actually look to see who is number 1 and number 2 in the chat. And so the more you chat, the more chances you get to be number 1, 2, or 3. And so the top 3 chatters and participants in the chat. So then we're also going to use this sour coated cherries. You're welcome. I'm glad you reminded me because we did talk about this earlier and I did say I was going to do it. So thank you for saying something. I appreciate you, girl. I didn't want to forget, and I would have felt really, really bad afterwards if I forgot. But I learned that I can go back to the live chat and add you as a moderator afterwards. So it would have been cool. Yeah. Anybody who is listening in to this live, Little Cupcake, Honey ASMR, and Cookie ASMR just lost a special family member last night. So they're having a very, very hard time. So if you follow Cookie ASMR, Honey Loft ASMR, or Little Cupcake ASMR, go drop them a note. If you're not able to be in this live and you're watching replay, please go find one of their videos and drop them a note on one of their videos and give them your condolences, because I don't want to say the actual family member unless Cookie or Honey was in here and they gave me permission as to who it was. But let me just say that it was a woman that was very, very close to all three of these girls. So they need your prayers, and they need lots of love and support and hugs right now, okay? Because they are definitely in a grieving period. I'm going to use dragon fruit, mango plants, and my favorite kiwis to use in smoothies, because these kiwis are different than regular kiwi. They're not just sweet. These have a little spicy kick to them, okay? So they're extra good. And then I have a little handful of the protein bites left. So, you guys ready? I don't know about you. This makes me hungry. I want to get these babies open, but I have to look at my sister's out. Not lots of. Aw. I'm sorry, Lou. You know we love you. We love you very much, girlie. I'm giving you hugs. If I was there, I would curl up with you on the couch and give you all kinds of hugs right now. Hi. Hi, Jessica. Hi, Kelly. Oh, I said law. What did I say? Thank you so much. I'm keeping my promise. If you come in regular and heard my last, it was in my last live, the end of my last live workout class last week, I promised when I made these smoothies, I might do these live. So I'm doing them live for you. But yeah. Okay. I am going to put a lot of these in. I might want to save some. I'm going to tell you what, right now, I do not like touching these blades. Those blades look like they're not sharp. OMG. I've cut myself on them before. And I will tell you they are. I'm going to add the whole thing. I'll just buy me some new. Heck with it. Another $5 and something, but these are going to be worth it. I'm making super sour smoothies. My husband doesn't know they're super sour. He knows I'm making smoothies. He's been excited. But we'll see how excited he is when he realizes how sour they taste. Because he's not usually a sour person. Candy person. So what I'm doing to tame down the sourness is I'm also adding dragon fruit, mango, and kiwi. And this is... Okay. Since you guys, a couple of you just came in. This is Better Goods. This is sour coated cherries, sour coated grapes, the Better Goods brand. And so it's actually literally grapes and cherries covered in sour coating candy. I have just a little bit left of this, and this is whites, and it's, hold on, let me back up in the camera. And this is fruit and peanut butter poppers. Has a little bit of chocolate chips in it, and it's very high in protein, so it's great for you if you're needing an extra little protein kick. Okay. I'm going to make some of these smoothies. I'm going to make sure they're there for a couple of days. Okay, I'm trying to keep up with you guys, I promise. Did I say it's loft, not lofty? And did I say lofty? She is. She's actually being good, Tiggs. I don't mind her doing that at all. Honestly, I don't. Because it's L-O-F-T. And I think I did add an I at the end. Did I not? I think I did. I think you're right. I think you are right in correcting me on that. And you got to give her a little bit of understanding right now, Tiggs. She's going through a really rough time right now, okay? So, you know, when you're grieving, we all grieve different, and things that may not bug you normally, you want to rip your hair out when you're grieving. It's just part of it. So I will never get mad at anybody, especially when they're going through something like that. If they get overly excited about something that normally to a lot of people shouldn't be a big deal. But for them at that time, it is a big deal because they're going through a lot of emotions. Okay. So I'm putting about 4 or 5 handfuls of this, of the dragon fruit in. And that's when they need our love and understanding more than they ever do. So this is the dragon fruit. I know when my dad died, it was like a roller coaster ride of emotions for me. I went from being happy to mad to frustrated, and I was trying to find things to be angry at him for, so that it wouldn't hurt so bad. I don't know if that makes any sense. Some people grieve different, but that I was trying to find reasons to be mad at my father for dying. I was like, well, he used to do this and that to me, and I hated it when he did that. Now I don't have to deal with that anymore. I literally went through that. Okay. And then sometimes it came out in the way I talked to other people, and when they talked to me about things, and it was unintentional. So all right. Okay, there's 2 handfuls, 3 handfuls. Ah! Okay, I about lost one. That's why I said that. 4 handfuls of mangoes. So I did 4 handfuls of mangoes. I still have dragon fruit mango, so I'm going to make some more of these later. Okay, so let's open this baby up. Yeah, there we go. It's different than what I normally get, so I'm like, ee. Okay, how does it open? So we're gonna put the peelings in here. Honey, how's it going, honey? I love you, girly. Hi, CJK. We're making smoothies today. Coffee, not long. Fluffy. Okay. Honey's confused. She's just coming in. She's like, what? How you doing, honey? How are you and Cookie holding up? Are you guys doing okay? I mean, I'm very sorry for your loss, what you're going through right now. I know that it's difficult. Thank you for being here, girly, because I didn't know if you would be able to or not. One thing I'll show you, I do with smoothies that are frozen. I will take about this much milk right here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to pour it in. I'm going to warm it up in the microwave here in a minute. And I pour it in so that way it kind of melts them a little bit. And get it, you know, pretty hot, like not boiling hot, but pretty warm. So when I pour it in, it's definitely going to heat it up and melt ice and stuff off of it a little bit. So it just makes it a little easier on my blender. Although this blender is meant to do big ice chunks for like margaritas and stuff. So I really don't need to do this, but I still like to because I always think about, you know, might be hard on it a little bit. So I try to do things, think of things like that. Oh, no, 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 no. I am not going to, I've got several cups here. This is definitely not all for me. That is a good question. Thank you for asking that. I'm making it for myself and for my husband, and we'll probably have it today and tomorrow because there'll probably be enough here for at least 4 cups worth of smoothies by the time I'm done with this. I usually just peel the kiwis by hand. That's just easier for me. I'll just wash my hands good and dig in. Peel that peeling off with my fingers. Gotta have room in there still. We gotta add yogurt. Okay, so here's one kiwi. I was worried because I got sick. I bought all the stuff. When was it? I think I bought all the stuff to make the smoothies like Saturday. And I was going to make them either Wednesday or Thursday because I was off both of those days. And that was kind of my goal. And then I ended up getting sick with that flu bug. And I was doing good to walk from my bed to the bathroom. So I was like, no, smoothie making will have to wait. And I told my husband, I was like, oh God, I hope these kiwis don't go bad because I bought them fresh. And he's like, well, if they do, don't worry about it. And just throw them away and buy new ones. And I'm like, you know, but it made me feel bad. But thankfully, they're still good. And I'm able to use them. Okay, this is my second kiwi. I'm losing half of it into the container over here. That's okay, because I can pick it up out of there. Those kiwis are so good. You get a chance to get this kind of kiwi, get it. It's different than the regular kiwi and regular green kiwis. Different flavor. They're absolutely amazing. Just in case you didn't see, This is the kind that they are. So they're kind of different. They're like a golden kind of kiwi. And they literally do have a different flavor to them. Trying to decide because they're actually good to eat. So I'm just going to only use 2 in here. And because I kind of want to just eat the other 2. Just a second, my hands are a mess. Well, what happened? Laffy. Okay. Hold on. All right, here we go. I got to get this out. And I use vanilla, so delicious. It's amazing. It's dairy free. My husband is lactose intolerant, and so when I found this, I was very excited because I would make smoothies for myself, and my husband was like, I can't have that because I can't have the dairy, blah, 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 right? So I would start making them sometimes with his lactose milk. But then I found this, and I got very excited about it. I'm getting 5 glasses out because I may need all 5 glasses. We will see here in a little bit. And once I get this mixed, put this back in the freezer, I will be needing these. Okay. My husband's been really looking forward to these, so he's going to be very happy when he comes home today and realizes I actually made the smoothies. It's been a little bit since I made smoothies, so I haven't had my baby out for a little bit. So this is when it's going to get noisy, and I might take you into the other room and try to see if I can still keep an eye on it. So here's the noise is going to start, and I apologize to everyone for the noise that I'm about to make. Hey! Hi, Gavin. How are you? Okay, guys, I'm going to get noisy on you. The O makes the ah, ah, O sound. Low. Oh, low. Okay. Here we go. And when I make them, I'm going to try to tip this so you can watch. At the beginning, I do not add the yogurt. We're going to get this down a little bit first, and then I'm going to add the yogurt in. So I'm going to turn it on so you can see how she works. She has the smoothie feature, extract, chop, and squish. And then this is for dough. So I had to low, high, or pulse. I usually hit smoothie. And this is what's cool. I love the way this thing. Never guess. It's done. At least my blender thinks it's done. So we're going to go ahead and open it because I am going to add in I usually add in at least 2 1/4 things of smoothie. Then we're going to do it again. But see, right now it's really thick. So it depends on how you like your smoothies, whether it's really daunting for you or not. This one makes the smoothies very thick. And I sometimes make my smoothies a little bit thinner. I'm sorry. I guess I should have all warned you. I'm a lid licker. Before I did that. So you guys aren't looking at me at the screen like that right now going like, what the world is this woman doing? Okay, because I'm putting so much fruit in and making it such big a smoothie, I'm going to do 3 babies. 3 of these 1/4 cups, okay? I want the whole top of this covered in yogurt, because this is going to make it probably thicker, but it's not a smoothie if you don't have the dairy in it. You have to have your milk, you have to have your yogurt, your ice cream. Some people like ice cream in their smoothies. So it's not a smoothie without that. I'm sorry, just saying. So, I mean, if I don't add the yogurt, we're just drinking a fruit drink. So, let's do this again. I'll know if it's on right because the lid locks down for me. Okay. And now I hit some I'm ready for this. Look at that. That's definitely a lot thinner texture than it was the first time around. Now, here's the hint. If you're like me and you really like a thin texture and this is still not thin enough for you, then you're going to go over to just this low, high, or pulse. Yes, please, everybody, please forgive them if they seem a little off. They are. Tiggs is right. Please forgive them. You, Cookie and Honey and Little Cupcake need our understanding right now. They are not themselves right now. They're going through something really rough. All right, this looks really good, and look how many I made. I'm so excited. Okay, so I'm going to taste mine Oreo. So here's the fun part, is getting this baby off afterwards. Can sometimes be a challenge. I've had times where I've had to go get my husband to help me get it off. And this is fun because I'm doing this on live camera. Okay? And when I'm not mechanical, so my husband had to help me learn how to get this locked into place and how to put the lid on. Yeah, I'm not. So, but now that I've learned it, it's as simple as turning it this direction. And so when I put it on, I basically got to always remember to turn the lock here, and this handle always sits here on this corner. I've learned that this spout, see if I want to, I don't have to open, I can use this spout. I don't have to take the lid off. And the spout has always got to be facing this direction towards the back on the blender. The handle will not go down. That's a safety thing. That lets you know that you do not have it set on there right. Because if that's not set on there right, your smoothie goes everywhere. It will not turn on. It will not run. I should show you what happens when I do not have this locked into place correctly. I've had times when I thought I did, and I was getting mad at it because I was turning it on and it would not go. And I was like, I'm like, why? It was because it didn't have it locked in place. It's kind of cool. I've never had this nice of a blender before in my entire life. I always get these cheap $25 blenders. So my husband was like, you really like making smoothies. You like doing this stuff. The other ones got smoked up, burned up. It's like, you need a nice one. He's like, go get you a good one. And I seen this baby. I'm like, I've heard so many good things about ninjas. I just had to give it a try. Oh, you never like the lid ticking? I understand that. It's kind of weird. With that sound right there? I get it. Okay, but see, what's really cool, I need to learn to get better with using this because it has a spout right here. Is that cool? So I don't have to take the whole lid off to pour it. So, and right now the lid is safely locked in place. And I just take it out and pour it. And we'll see how thick it is. Oh, it's still pretty dang thick. I'm tempted to do this one more time. It's not as thin as I want it, guys. I'm sorry. I can always tell by how it comes out. And it doesn't want to come out. So maybe I need to put it on again. I know you're blinking at me. Now let's see if you get to see me mess up. Trying to put it back on, but I think I'm going to try to put it back on. There we go. You got to get it set just right. And see what I'm saying? It won't turn. You have to do it just right, or it will not turn and go into place. And I've gotten so mad at it before. And my husband was like, it's not that hard. I'm like, yeah, to me it is. It's not. Okay, this has to face towards the back. That's my hint. If I'm sitting on right. There we go. See if I got the lid on. That tells me. So we're going to do it one more time. I'm going to put it on high this time. I love how it has a sensor in there and senses when it's supposed to be done. It does look thinner. So I think you might have, I don't know. I'm going to call it good. But look how much higher it is up. Yeah. So yeah, it's definitely done some more mixing for me. It just, I knew it wasn't, because it wasn't even coming out. Oh yes, look at that. Now we got some smoothies. Okay. We should have enough for me and my hubby to have for 2 days. He'll give me the bigger one because I'm more of a smoothie person than he is. So I'll end up with the bigger of the two tomorrow. Yep. I don't need to use that cup. I can put it back in the cabinet. All done. Okay, you guys ready? Let's taste it. Let's see how this tastes. Yeah, it's sour. I'm gonna have margarita pizza tonight. And this, we are watching the second part of season 5 of Stranger Things that's dropped last night. We watched the first 2 episodes of it. We're gonna watch the last one. The first part of season 5 is already dropped around Thanksgiving. So then they dropped the second part of season 5 on Christmas Day. First one had 4 episodes, and then Christmas one had 3, and then I think then one for New Year's Eve is the finale of the whole series. And I think it's probably going to be like a 2-hour episode, and it's going to be on New Year's Eve. I think it's only 1, is what my husband said. So yeah, if you're a Stranger Things fan, we haven't watched the 3rd one yet, but you can talk about the other 2 all you want. I seen that. I will not have my moderators be disrespected or made fun of. I took care of it myself. They protect me, but I protect them too. I'm the mama hen. They may be my protectors, but I'm not going to put up with that. Cookie, I'm very sorry. Soon when I realized what was going on with... no. That was very disrespectful. I'm not having it. Oh my god. This is so good. You guys have to try it. You gotta go buy the stuff. And you gotta try it. I'm telling you, it's perfect. It's like sour but sweet, like candy. Sour sweet candy. I'm so excited how well these turned out. So there you go, guys. Good. You and I hit the button at the same time, girl. I think we actually did. You because I clicked it too. I hit them at the same time. So you and I both got it. Hi Sean, how are you? No. Cookie does not deserve to be mistreated, made fun of, wound up today. She is, her and her family's had a big loss in their family. Somebody that they love very dearly to them that they have lost. So they need our sympathy. Her and Honey and little Cupcake all three of them. And they need our support and our love. They do not need someone making fun of them or causing them trouble. And yeah, I wouldn't care if it wasn't any other day of the week and she was having everything perfect in her life. I would still not allow that. Sorry, not sorry. It's not allowed on my channel. I want everyone to love and respect each other. Oh, you only hit them. Okay. So you probably got it before I did then. So that's good though. You and everything thinking the same thing though. I just happened to look down on my phone to see who else was writing because it looked like somebody new was writing that time, and I seen that comment. I was like, so you beat me. But you've seen the comment I made right after, so they know that it was definitely mutual. Okay. I'm going to have to take the garbage out after this, girls. Let's see if I can do this. I'm going to try something because I'm scared of these blades. I actually cut my finger on it really bad before. It doesn't look like they're that. But I have more in here, and I would have put it in the one that didn't have very much. Let's see if I can get more in there. Oh, yeah. Ooh. Because there's more in the bottom. See if I can get it out. Yeah, I did. That's awesome. I'm giving myself a little bit more for tonight. I cannot wait to watch Stranger Things, eat my smoothie, and have my pizza. Oh, yeah. Definitely. That definitely turned out really good. Hi, Auntie. Yeah, I know, Auntie. It is really hard what Cookie is going through. I lost my father when I was 19. It's not easy. I think the worst thing in the world is when you lose your parents. Absolutely the worst thing in the world, because whenever you, no matter how old you get, you still need your mom, you still need your dad. And it's like whenever you're going through a rough time. Oh, good job, Ollie. I made a mess. But that's usually the first thing you do is you run to your parents. And just, you know, it's really hard. It's really hard for my husband too, because now he's got neither parent. And yeah, I mean, there's people who, I really feel sorry for ones who are really young and lose their parents and they haven't even gotten past their teen years. And there's stories of things like that happening all the time and in this world, and it's just so unfair. Okay. I kind of want to visit longer, but I probably need to go. I really need to take a bath. I know, Cookie. I love you so much. I am so sorry. I really am. And words cannot even begin to express the grief that you feel. And everybody grieves differently. Like okay, I'm going to tell you my story. I'm going to tell you guys my whole story. I don't think I've ever told this on YouTube before. So let me sit down with you and I'm going to tell you my story. Okay, hang on, okay? Call her. You can talk to her right now. I don't care. Get Pepsi to come in here with you. even if you want to. You should do it. Cookie, you gotta do what makes you comforts you right now. Okay? Alright. So here's my story. I was born to older parents. I'm cleaning my camera, so give me 1 second. And I literally was born to older parents. My mom was 40 years old when I was born. My dad was 53. And so, yeah, that's a big jump. So when I tell you I was 19 years old and my dad was 73 when he died. Yes, he died of a ripe old age, but here's the thing about my dad. My dad was an amazing man. He was riding roller coasters in his 70s, still outrunning people all over the amusement park. They were like, we need to sit down. And my dad was like, let's go, let's go. He was always spunky. And, you know, they would go hiking. My relatives are from California. All his brothers live in California. And so he would go to California to visit his brothers, and they would go hiking in the parks in California, and they'd be like, we couldn't keep up with them, da 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 da. So he was on 5 bowling leagues, all of this at the age of 73. So he looked super, super healthy. And then, so one weekend, and I never go away with weekend trips with my girlfriends like this. You know, this is the first time I went way out of town somewhere when I grew up with my girlfriends for a fun trip. Okay, and I went out of town with one of my girlfriends and ended up, the weird thing is lasagna. Oh, I know, you said that was his favorite meal. That lasagna was his favorite meal. And so I'll go out of town with her, and the sad thing is the guy was supposed to come with her to meet the parents, and he decided to go, instead of staying with her, decided to go back to his ex-wife. So here I am, she's crying, and I'm reassuring her, and I'm comforting her, and trying to, being a good friend and trying to comfort her because she's crying and everything. When we get to her parents' house and everything quiets down, it's just me and her. And then the next day, we were gonna go, being a witness, we go knock on doors and talk to people. So we did that because she had friends there and she wanted me to meet them. So that was one way for me to get to meet them. And then we were going to a big, huge barbecue party. We're going to a big old party that night. I didn't get to go to that party because what happened is, as soon as we came in from thrift shopping with her mother, the dad pulled her aside, and I knew something bad, some bad news was given to her by the father, but I didn't know what it was. She had given my mom her parents' phone number, so if something happened, then the family emergency happened, and she could get a hold of me. And she took her a while, and then she took me out for a walk, and I was like, I'm confused. I thought we were going to get our roller skates and we were going to go skating in the park, and then we were going to go to this party. So I'm like, why are we going from you know, we're going to take a nap, go roller skating, and then go to this party. And so we literally were going to lay down and take a nap, and instead she comes to me, she says, no, I changed my mind, I'm not tired, we need to go take a walk. And at first I was like, I didn't want to go take a walk. I was like, but Rachel, you're tired, I mean, you can lay down. She's my best friend, okay. Cookie, she's to me like Pepsi is to you, okay. And she had to break the news. She had to tell me my dad died. And for me, I didn't cry. I was trying to figure out why he died, because I didn't know how he died. I just knew that he's gone, that he died.
and that Rachel had to get me home as fast as she could, and there was something wrong with her car, so her brother was working as fast as he could on her car, trying to get the problem fixed so that he could get me home, so Rachel could safely get me home. And it ended up being that we did fine, but during that time, her mom was so sweet. She kept coming in, checking on me, and talking to me, and comforting me. And she told me, she gave me a rock. I still have the rock on my bookcase to this day that she gave me. She came and brought a rock to me, and she handed me this rock. And she says, this is one thing I want you to do for me. She says, everyone in the family is going to be having a very, very hard time right now, but they need a rock. They need someone to be strong, and not to be overly emotional, and to be strong. I took it to heart. She told me I was to be that rock for my family. And so when I got home, I was determined I was not going to cry. And I walked in the house, and everything, the lighting was different than what I was used to. My brother and his wife was already spending the night at my parents' house, and we're sleeping in the living room and the family room, actually. And when I realized that it was my brother that greeted me at the door and not my mom, I lost it. I literally, my brother just wrapped his arms around me, and as soon as he touched me, I started bawling my eyes out, and I could not stop crying. And my mom felt so bad because she was in the bathroom when I arrived. She wasn't there when I first walked in the door. She wanted to be so bad. But, and after that, I was strong. I looked at that rock that her mother gave me. I looked at it and I said, I cannot cry. I cannot let them see me cry. It's okay if they cry and I hug them, but I cannot let them see me cry. I took it here, and I became the rock for them. My brother lost 10 pounds in 2 weeks. He didn't have no appetite. He couldn't eat a bite of food. We had to force him to eat. And, but me, on the other hand, I didn't cry hardly at all, because I was supposed to be the person that stayed strong and didn't cry and was there for them. And I did it. It was hard, but I did it. But I'm telling you, I had my times, my moments by myself when I did. I have memories that hit me that makes me cry. If you've ever heard of the song, keep this song in your mind. It's called You Never Missed a Good Lasagna with Him, Honey. I'm so sorry. I feel like you girls need to talk about this. That's why I'm doing this. It was, it was difficult, but there was times when I break down. But there's a song, and you guys, when you feel up to it, you need to listen to it. It's by Mike and the Mechanics, and it's called In the Living Years. In the Living Years by Mike and the Mechanics. In fact, I play it in one of my live workout classes. Go to one of my live workout classes and look up the live workout class called Light It Up. I dedicated it to a girlfriend of mine who lost her husband suddenly. At the end of it, the cool down song is In the Living Years by Mike and the Mechanics. Listen to the words of that song. Wait until it's not raw for you, and it will hit you right here, and I swear tears will be streaming down your face. Every time I hear that song, I can't stop crying. And I remember when we were trying to get the clothes together to bury my dad in the coffin, and my mom asked my brother to pick out the tie for my dad to wear. And he goes, And my brother just collapsed in the chair, and I looked at my sister-in-law, and I looked at him, and I've never seen my brother cry so hard in my entire life. And he literally, be respectful, because these girls have just lost their dad, and they need this right now. They need closure. So that's why we're talking about this. I'm sharing with them what I went through, because sometimes when you share things like that, it helps them to get through it too. Because you need to know that others are there for you. They feel for you. And, hi, Curse Zero. But, it just, my brother, I've never seen my brother cry so hard in my entire life. And I just looked at my sister-in-law, and she didn't know what to do, because he was crying. So I just ran up to my brother, and I sat at his knees, and I had my hands on his legs, and I told my brother I loved him. I said, it's going to be okay. We're going to get through this together as a family. And I said, I love you so much. And I said, Daddy was really proud of you. Daddy loved you so much. And he was so proud of you. And he was so glad you were his son. And he just put his hand around my shoulder. And he just rubbed my shoulder. And he said, thank you so much. And so, hi Ryan, I hear you. I'm sorry if you were saying hello over and over again, because I wasn't paying attention. But yeah, it's rough. I hear sounds, I hear songs, and I still cry. So there's going to be times that things will just hit wrong, and you won't be able to help it. You'll just start bawling your eyes out, and that's okay. You know why? Because that means you still love them and you still miss them. And a lot of times, sometimes those crying things is because it's bringing up good memories that you had with them. Sometimes those songs, sometimes those memories, things you hear, see, it'll remind you of something good that you guys had done together. And I'm going to tell you something. You're going to love going to sleep at night and dreaming, because he will be alive and healthy in your dreams. You'll be laughing, eating dinner together, maybe eating his favorite lasagna meal in your dream, on a family vacation, whatever the dream is about. And he'll be there. He'll be there, Cookie. He'll be there, honey. He'll be there, Lou. He'll be there in your dreams. And it's, for me, seeing my dad in my dreams, seeing my mother-in-law, my father-in-law in my dreams. When I wake up in the morning, I have a huge smile on my face. Huge smile on my face. So, I love you girls so much. I really do. Cookie, you should ask her. And I guarantee Pepsi would do it for you. I calling her Pepsi because that's her name on the channel. She seems like a real sweet girl. I bet you she'll stay the night with you. You should do it. If she comforts you and she makes you feel good, and you don't want to be alone right now, you don't feel like you want to be alone right now, you need to be with friends and family right now. That's exactly where you need to be. So I would definitely have her come stay with you. I bet she will. She'll probably stay with you as long as you want her to. Curse Zero says, yeah, my other uncle was like that with the song. I can only imagine the entire 2 years after my blood uncle died until he died. Oh, wow. Yeah. See, Curse Zero says his uncle was like that with the song Imagine. And, it hits you. And it's like, I'll tell you what happened to me and my brother. We were on our way to New York to see my sister. And Luther Vandross came out with a song called If I Could Dance with My Father Again. And we both lost it. Literally. I remember he was driving and he's like trying to drive and he has tears, so many tears in his eyes you could hardly see. And Betsy looked over at him and she seen he was crying, my sister-in-law, and she just grabbed his hand and held his hand. And it just like, it hit us both. We were, this the most beautiful song. I could dance with my father again. And it just, yeah. I look like a lonely housewife. I don't know if I should take that as a compliment or not. Hi, John. How are you? Oh, thank you. Good to see you. Aw. Oh, you can't handle it when dead people appear in your dreams. Got you. Well, everybody's different, though. Oh, wow. I almost called Pepsi by her real name. I literally almost did. I don't know if you caught that. I was very, very close. And I realized what I started to say. So I said Pepsi and I started to correct myself. I said, no, nope, 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 wait, I'm on YouTube. I'm supposed to say it that way. I literally did. Yes, it's very. Oh, I did. Thank you for catching that. I did not catch that. Yeah, Little Cupcake is actually Cookie and Honey's cousin. So that's why I'm also referring to Little Cupcake in this situation. Sorry about that, and thank you for saying something. No, anytime I accidentally do that, reprimand me because I never intentionally ever do that to anybody. Natalie doesn't like her doesn't like her last name mentioned on YouTube. It's Natalie Nicole ASMR. And I will tell you a few times, Cookie, I have used her real name, and I actually was being ornery about how much she was in trouble because you know the parent will use a full name, and I would say her last name, and she'd look at me, she'd yell at me, she's like, "Don't say my last name!" And I was like, oh gosh, but you will catch Natalie tripping up and doing the same thing when we've done lives together. She'll say my real name, and then I'll look at her, and it's just like, I mean, Dixie, 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 Dixie. She's all of herself correcting herself. Unfortunately, we're human, and we do things we don't mean to do. But also, when it's done, we need to correct each other because it's a safety thing. We got to keep each other safe. So needs to be corrected so that way we know we accidentally did it. We watch ourselves a little bit closer and make sure it don't happen again. So appreciate that being pointed out to me. I am glad I did not see that comment because the way Tiggs is when you were yelling at this person, it must have not been very nice. All right, look, I really want to stay on, but I need to go take a shower. Cookie, Honey, and Little Cupcake. Anyone who watches the replay, please keep these girls in your prayers. They need lots and lots of love, support, and prayers right now, okay? I love you girls so much. And like I told you, I meant it. I am here for you. I do go to bed by 9 p.m. because I unfortunately have to get up at 3:15 a.m. to go to work. But I will answer you back. And I will tell you, I would call Pepsi for sure and see if she can come and stay with you. because I think you and Honey, have her bring her dog with her, and I think you and Honey would love that. Have a girls' night. Stay up late and watch movies. And hopefully you guys, if you were supposed to work tomorrow, you've called off for grievance. And yeah, I think you guys need a girls' night. You like to drink champagne, wine, margaritas. Do it. Get you some margaritas. Find your favorite movie that either makes you laugh or makes you cry. If you feel like you need to cry it out harder, watch a crying movie. If you feel like you need to laugh and forget, watch a laughing movie, or watch both. And curl up together on the couch with your dog, with all three of the dogs on your laps, and just have a girls' night. Stay up late talking. Talk out your feelings, your emotions with each other, with all three of you together. You know, I think you need it. So I think you need, after this, I think you need to get on the phone and call her. And I bet you she'll be right over. I love you girls. I love all of you girls. You have a wonderful evening. And everyone who has come in, thank you so much for being here and everything. Good. That's wonderful. I'm glad to hear that. All right. You guys have an amazing night, okay? And day. And please, Cookie, Honey, and Little Cupcake, try and get some rest. I know it's hard, but you also need your rest. Love you guys. Love all of you guys. Like, share, comment, subscribe. And check out my other channel, Dixie's Friends, if you want to. Whatever you do, keep moving, keep eating healthy, and don't ever give up. Have a wonderful night and evening.